everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is always listen to your intuition. Always listen to your intuition. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I pull the video, and then we have a letter. I'm gonna watch this video, read the letter, and talk about this issue. Your intuition. Always listen to it. Here we go.
If something feels off, it's off. If something feels like it's not quite right, then it's not quite right. If you're getting kind of weird vibes that you shouldn't trust somebody, don't trust them. See, your intuition never lies. The issue isn't your intuition. The issue is you have not found the courage to listen to it. You're questioning it. That will change the moment you start to act based on your intuition. So if you walk into a room and it just doesn't feel like the right place for you to be, leave. If you meet somebody and you don't feel like yourself, that's probably not a good person for you to be around. If the vibes are off, believe the vibes. Your intuition isn't lying. And the more you start acting based on it, the stronger and louder and better it's going to get.
Okay, let's dive into this letter. I am a 24-year-old woman. I recently went on a date with a 34-year-old guy. I've been texting him for about 6 months. I was very hesitant to see him because he seemed creepy. Well, if you have been talking to him for 6 months and he seemed creepy, I would have cut it off. I would not have continued the communication if he was creepy. After 5 months of him asking to pick me up, I finally decided to let him. I told him I wanted to go to the movies, which he told me he had the date already planned. When he came to pick me up, he greeted me with a hug and said, "You're fine." Wait a minute. That's a sexual innuendo for him to say that at first sight, which creeped me out even more. It's probably not only the way he said it, but how he said it and his body language and all. Your intuition is trying to tell you something. That's why you got that creepy feeling. That's your intuition. As I got into his car, I regretted ever giving him my number. Something about him just seemed creepy. He stopped at the corner store and bought me a water bottle and himself a soda. As he sipped the soda, he asked me if I wanted a sip and handed it out to me. I said, "No, thank you." And he asked why. "I don't drink off of people." To which he asked, "Are you always like this?" Yeah. You don't know him like that. And plus, he could have very easily slipped something in that drink. So you're right. Never accept drink from somebody that you go on a date with like that. You don't know him that well. He'll slip you something so that he can take more advantage of you. Okay? And now that you're in his car, I know you're feeling very trapped, kind of. I was taken aback as I was being nice. I just simply don't want to drink off people. I asked him, what about the movies? And he said, "I have a 70-inch TV at my house and we can watch movies there," which upset me because we never discussed going to his house and I had no plans of doing so. Your intuition was telling you that this is not the right guy for you, even before you went on a date with him. But I guess, you were just going to give it a try. Always listen to your intuition. Always. Even if it is contrary to what you think you want to do. Listen to it. because your intuition is your spiritual guide and protector. So you got to listen to it, or you'll find yourself into a lot of maybe dangerous situations. Okay? I told him I didn't want to go to his house. And he then told me going out to the movies is childish. I did that back in high school. I then reminded him that I am only 23 and have only been out of high school 6 years. I told him we can go out to eat instead, to which he said he has food at his house. Okay, all right, let's look at what's going on here with this guy. Number one, he doesn't want to spend any money on you. Okay, which means he's not that interested in you. I mean, if you're convenient, then he would. But if he really wanted to impress you, he would have had it all laid out. Dinner and the movie. Everything that you wanted to do, he would have done it. All right. Now, the other reason why this man is not doing it is because maybe he can't afford it. Or maybe he's the type of man that doesn't intend to spend any money on you. It seems to me that all he wants from you is to get you in his house to have sex. That's it. Okay? That's why he doesn't want to take you out. You see? Now, if he was really trying to have you, to impress you, and he was serious about you, listen, this would have taken a whole different change. Because number one, he would have been thrilled that you finally allowed him to come take you out. But he's acting all nonchalant like it's nothing. And already planned to get you at his house. He's only going to take you over there, have a one-night stand, and you probably won't even hear from him again. Until he wants it again. Understand, this is a setup right here. I then told him to take me home, which he did. As he was driving, he began running red lights at first. I kept quiet. But once he ran the fourth light, I asked him why was he running red lights, to which he replied in a sarcastic tone, as if I had asked him a silly question. Do you see any cars? To which I said no, but it's illegal. To which he replied in an annoyed voice, do you see the police? You know what I mean? All right, hold on a minute. Once I was on a date with this guy. I liked the guy. I thought he was okay. But we were just starting out. And he took me to this restaurant to eat. Well, he took me out to eat. Now, where we went to go was near the riverfront. And then they had like the restaurant. And, these places, they have outside bars or whatever. Well, it had been raining. And everything was wet and everything. I didn't want to sit outside. I wanted to go in the restaurant. He, as we get out of the car, I'm headed toward the restaurant and he's headed toward the bar. So it just deterred me to go to the bar. Now, I took it that he didn't want to spend the money in the restaurant. But in the bar, all you had to do was get a drink and a burger or whatever. It didn't cost nothing. So I figured, number one, that was the problem. Now, when we get out there to the bar, I'm not satisfied because it's wet, it's nasty. I don't want to be there. He got upset. He got pissed off and started loud talking in the restaurant, just talking up in the air, all loud until everybody in the bar was looking at him and looking at me and everything. I got up and walked out. Now, unfortunately, he brought me there. So I should have called the Uber and went home. But I waited for him to come out. When he came out, he's still ranting and raving. So we got in the car. And on the way home, he's going like 80, 90 miles an hour. Flying. And the car's like doing like this. And I knew that he did that because, number one, he's weak. He's childish and he's angry. He's angry because I didn't comply to whatever he had planned, which was nothing. No, because ladies, let me tell you something about this. You got to know your worth. You got to know your value. Don't let these guys just take you and do anything and then think that you're going to be happy with it. No. You deserve the best, and if they cannot provide the best, don't be with them. Don't be with them, period. Okay? And whatever your best is, that's what you desire. Your best. Now, you say, I got home safely. Thank God I got home safely. He dropped me off, then texted me, asking me, why did I act that way towards him? I texted him back, letting him know that I have no plans of ever seeing him again. But I would like to know, who do you think was in the wrong? He was. He was. He was in the wrong. But you got to look at it. Your intuition was trying to tell you in the beginning, don't be with him. But you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. That's where the fault is. You didn't listen to your intuition. Because he is who he is. And I doubt it if he's ever going to change. But you didn't have to be there with him at all. You didn't look at, I'm sure when he was talking to you in these 6 months, he said things to you that creeped you out. That's why you felt creepy about it. With the way that he talked to you over this communication. When you talk to these men, if you listen, you can pick up what they are after. But he was just after sex. He was not serious about you at all. That's not how a man treats a woman that he really wants, that he's serious about. Now, there are some men out here who just feel like women are disposable. They're not looking to be serious with any woman. They're just looking to have fun. So, and fun for them. Not fun for you, but the fun part is for them. That's what he was looking for. To get you over to his side. And let's go back. That he stopped at the store and bought you a bottle of water and him a soda? That sounds strange. To me, that sounds very strange. Because if he's got this big, huge TV at his home, he don't have water or soda at home? He had to stop at the store to get some to take home? That something in this whole story that he's telling you or whatever, not jive. Thank goodness you got away from him, because you don't know what was awaiting you at his home. You really don't. And if you had gotten there and said no to sex, he probably would not have taken you home. But I guess he was angry. And you say he's 34? Oh, he's just a grown boy. Not a man yet. He a grown boy. He hasn't learned how to treat women yet. And he probably didn't learn because maybe his father wasn't around. Or if his father was around, his father did not mentor to him the right way to treat a woman. And that's why he's treating you like this. And now he's wondering what's wrong with you. Because you didn't comply to his nonsense. There's nothing wrong with you. What's wrong is with him, ladies. Don't allow these men to put the blame on you like you did something wrong. Or even to make you feel like maybe it was me. Maybe I made the wrong decision. Maybe I was too harsh. No, you were not. No, you were not. You stand fast in your convictions. Your intuition tells you that there's something up with this person. Let them go. Do not keep spending time with them thinking that maybe your intuition is wrong. Your intuition is never wrong. You need to understand that. This is spiritual. Your intuition is there to protect and guide you. So if you don't listen to it, then you're on your own. Whatever happens. See? Know your value, ladies. Know who you are. And don't fall into these circumstances just because you want a man. Okay? Because a man can cause you a lot of heartache and stress if it's not the right man. And I want to make it clear. If you are fortunate enough to have a good man and you are in a good relationship and he is supportive and loving to you, well then that's what you want. That's what you want, because in a relationship like that, you can be all that you can be. The best version of yourself, and he will not be the one trying to hold you back, tear you down, make you feel bad about yourself and things like that. You want a man to support you always in your ventures so that you can be who you want to be. You don't want to just be his shadow. And there are too many women standing in the shadows of their men. Too many women. Too many intelligent women who support the man. And many times there's some numbskull. It's the woman that's got the intelligence, you see. But they want to take the reins like they've done it and then shun the woman, push the woman in the background. You see, ladies, you need a man who will support you and let you shine. He can shine. He can shine too. But he doesn't stop your shine. That is the point. So ladies, follow your intuition always. Your intuition say no, let it be no. Okay, don't second guess it. Because if you do, you're putting yourself in jeopardy. Now, I do have a book that I would like to recommend to you. And this is it's a cutest little book. It's The Magic Path of Intuition. And this book is by Florence Sheen. I hope that I'm pronouncing her name correctly. But this is a good bedside table book. You might want to get up in the morning and read some of the passages in here, and it really will help. Now, one of the passages in here kind of caught my eye this morning. Do not let your heart's desire become your heart's disease. Many people do not receive their heart's desire because they desire it too intensely. They are longing for it instead of feeling they already have it. If you believe that before you called, you were answered, you will be quite free from worry and anxiety and live joyfully in the moment. When you can be happy with or without your heart's desire, it will suddenly appear. For your ship will come in over a don't care sea. Be happy, and something will happen. Feel rich, and riches will manifest on the external. People, you want to add this book to your library. The Magic Path of Intuition. And I'll put a link in the description where you can order this directly for Amazon. It's not a hard read. It's not a long read. But it's a wonderful everyday read. Just keeps you on point. So grab this book, and I know you'll be happy that you did. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Always listen to your intuition. This is your spiritual protection and your spiritual guide, and it will never lead you astray. I hope that the message today helps someone. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for your comments and your letters, and a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.